The ongoing Bangladesh crisis. Now, the Chief Justice of Bangladesh, he has quit after the students' protest. Now, Chief Justice Hassan, he has quit following the protest by the students there. A full court meeting was called by the Chief Justice that had been called off. The Chief Justice had called the meeting without consulting the interim government, is what we are learning at this point. The student protesters, they say and they allege that the judges are in fact part of a bigger conspiracy and a larger conspiracy. Remember Hassan, who was appointed to helm the Supreme Court last year, he is in fact seen as a loyalist to the now ousted Premier Sheikh Hasina. The Chief Justice of Bangladesh has in fact now decided to step down. He has in fact stepped down from his post after calls for his resignation grew on Saturday. And Vishnu Shom joins us live to get us more on this. Vishnu, first of all, I mean, there was a sense of calm for a brief period of time. But from now, what we are learning is that the Chief Justice has resigned. What does it mean for Bangladesh at the moment? And what were the problem that the students had from the Chief Justice, and what were the exact demands?
Well, the breaking news at this stage is that the Chief Justice of Bangladesh has resigned. This is after intense protests by protesters led by student groups outside the High Court building in Dhaka. Now, the High Court building houses both the High Court and the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. And the person who has resigned at this stage is the Chief Justice of Bangladesh, who has quit. Now, he has been in the custody of the army in a safe house. I shouldn't use the word custody since he's free to do what he wants, but he's been under the protective sort of presence of the Bangladesh army for the last couple of days. And while he was doing that in a safe house, he decided to get onto a Zoom conversation with other judges of the Supreme Court. That's what we are told. And this was seen as an attempt at trying to build a conspiracy. So within hours, there was a mobilization of hundreds of protesters linked to the BNP, that's the main opposition party, student protesters thrown in over there. They went and thronged the High Court building, and you can see images of that on your screen right now. And they gave the Chief Justice 1 hour to step down and 1 hour to resign, which is what he's done at this stage. The Supreme Court of Bangladesh and judges of the Bangladesh find themselves squarely in the crosshairs of the anger of protesters. Why? Because it was a quota for the descendants of those who had fought in the Liberation War in 1971 in jobs that the Supreme Court of Bangladesh had actually given a go-ahead to, which is what triggered the protests by students in the first place, who said that how is it that there is a 30% reservation in jobs, in government jobs, at a time when there is so much unemployment. And so that resulted and cascaded and snowballed into all of these protests, which resulted in Sheikh Hasina, the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, fleeing her country, etc., etc. But there is a purge which is taking place in Bangladesh. From what we know, it's not violent in that sense, but the Chief Justice has resigned, senior police officials have resigned, senior members of the administration are being replaced. Many of these individuals are being kept safe in safe houses presently, given the anger on the ground. And of course, Sheikh Hasina's own party and political leaders over there have also been taken into custody. At the moment, their lives are safe. There isn't something to indicate that this is all going in that direction. But it's all part of a huge purge taking place in Bangladesh as this new interim government, shapes up and starts getting down to business. The latest victim of this purge is the Chief Justice.